Hey there, Star Wars fans. Welcome back to the Hyperspace Database. I'm Jonesy the Mandalorian here with today's topic, the DH-Omni Transport. The Separatist DH-Omni support vessel was a massive transport developed by Horsch Kessel Drive Incorporated prior to the Clone Wars, and was used by the Confederacy of Independent Systems against the Galactic Republic. The Separatist supply ship was made by the same company that made the Lucrehulk battleship from the Phantom Menace and the Munificent frigate, which was seen throughout the Clone Wars. It didn't have a very large crew for so large of a ship, housing droid hangar crew members, a few droid pilots, a droid commander, and several battle droids that served as loading crews. The ship was originally a commercial vessel and served as a heavy transport for goods across the galaxy, but was repurposed for the Clone Wars to support droid forces and organics, as well as act as a mobile starfighter hangar and resupply base. The cargo capacity of this ship is widely debated, as legends depict it as holding numerous C-9979 landing craft and up to 5 million tons of cargo. But the versions we see in the Clone Wars indicate that it would be very difficult for these landing ships to navigate the narrow hangar along the sides of the ship, unless they were stored in a completely different hangar that's just not specified. They were often deployed at the rear of a battle, and could ferry supplies and weaponry to ground forces and bases. One vessel was deployed by the Separatists at the darkened world of Umbara to reinforce the local forces there. These reinforcements proved a challenge for the clone troops, led by the callous Besalisk Jedi Master Pong Krell. In an attempt to level the playing field, and in direct violation of an order given by Krell, clone troopers Jesse, Hardcase, and the ARC Trooper 5s used captured Umbaran fighters to secretly infiltrate the starship battle in Umbara's upper atmosphere, and fly aboard the CIS supply ship that was there before the droids could identify them as enemies, though the droids had enough time to raise the ray shields that surrounded the reactor core. This would not stop the clones though, as Hardcase was able to take his missile pod from his fighter, bypass the ray shields, and guide it to explode on contact with the reactors, sacrificing himself to destroy the ship from the inside out. A few of these supply ships were part of Grievous's fleet, which attacked the planet Dathomir, in an effort to target Dooku's former apprentice Asajj Ventress and eliminate her and the troublesome Night Sisters. Several of these ships were also at the Battle of Scipio, when Padme Amidala was held hostage by the misguided Senator Rush Clovis, though these ships retreated when confronted with Republic reinforcements led by Anakin Skywalker. A crashed version of this supply ship was also featured in the Rebels TV show, when the crew of the Ghost were searching for supplies to rearm the Rebel fleet. Rex led the crew to the downed ship under the assumption that its stores had not been looted already, though they got more than they bargained for when they found out that the droid commander and his troops were still active aboard the craft. Here's a fun fact. George Lucas wanted these supply ships to look different than the Lucrehulk battleships seen in the Phantom Menace, because those ships were specifically Trade Federation, and he wanted them to remain as a neutral big business third party, different from the Separatists and the Republic, even though the Neimoidians of the Trade Federation eventually allied themselves with the Separatists anyway. The Separatist supply ship was a very effective craft used by the Confederacy of Independent Systems during the Clone Wars, and served its role well as a resupply ship to the droid army of the CIS, as well as resupplying their allies with ammunition and other support as the battle would need. Want to know more about Star Wars topics like this one? Hit those like and subscribe buttons and the bell to never miss an episode that I publish. Be sure to chat with me in the comments because I really want to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and I'll see you in the next one.